country, singing us on the sand. Makes you kind of wonder why everything seems so bad. So many sad faces gazing into space, waiting for somebody else to make the world a better place. Leave it up to the other man or to another day. If anything goes down, be looking the other way. I'll say, come on everybody, come on everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on everybody, come on everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. Good morning, everyone. Wow, Dr. Herbert Harris here. And it is Fantastic Friday. Thanks so much for joining us. Osant, welcome. You know, our talk today in Fantastic Friday, I want to accomplish two things. I want to close out this week, and I want to close out this month. Because right now, we're in the last 2 months of the year. We have November and December coming up, about 60 days that you can either make it work for you or make it work against you. And the beautiful thing is, it's up to you. So, our topics today, of course, are based on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. And if you don't have it, if you do have one, get another one. This is the perfect gift to share with anybody you care about who wants to transform their lives. All right, Lotta Me, thank you for joining us. I also want to invite you to check out our, our link page, link tree, herbertharris.info, www.herbertharris.info. There's some free goodies there. The free wealth building audio is there. We have a goal setting booklet, a lot of goodies there, freebies, and also get information about the New You for the New Year home study course. That course can help you put yourself exactly where you want to be to make this your year for outrageous success, which then sets you up for even more success next year. So our topic today is just do it. What do you mean? That's the Nike slogan? Yep. But what does that really mean? That really means that as you begin today, this day, this week, this month, that as you begin to move through your life, all you have to do is do it. Now, what do you mean, Doc? What do you mean do it? Well, number one, you've got to have some goals. So right now, these last 2 months of the year, if you don't have your goals, and I mean specific goals, written goals, clear goals, goals you can smell, you can touch, you can feel, if you don't have them written down right now, stop everything you're doing. Welcome, Sade. Thanks for joining us. King Love, right. Subrata, thank you for joining us. So, this moment, right now, these last 60 days of the year are critical. If you do nothing, you've given away the greatest gift that you have. You've given away your time. When we were created, each of us has time. My time is the same as your time. And so, as we look at these last 60 days, the number one commitment is don't give away your time. Q-Man, thanks for joining us. So we have 60 days left now in the year, 2 months. Okay? Don't give it away. Don't say to yourself, you know what? This has really been a crappy year. I'm going to prepare for next year. I'm going to get ready. Don't do that. Because these 60 days are seeds from which you can grow your future. These 60 days are opportunities for you to change the direction of your life. You know, someone once said, one decision can transform your entire life. That's absolutely true. So often it's a negative decision, a reaction in an angry moment that can land you in jail for the rest of your life. As a young person, just walking along with the wrong group of people can put you in serious jeopardy. So I want us this morning to really look at each moment over these next 60 days as profound gifts from God given to each of us to do something with. And so when we say just do it means refresh your goals. Don't spend another moment. If you don't have a goal and an objective to close out this year, then stop and do it. Chapter 3 in the book, The Law of Vision, shows you how to write your goals, how to lay your goals out. And even if you need some help, you can go to our link tree, herbertharris.info, and there should be a link now to get a free Setting and Achieving Your Goals booklet. But this is critical, folks. Without goals, you will fail. The Bible says where there's no vision, the people perish. It also says in the Habakkuk, write the vision, make it plain upon tablets, that he may run it, readeth it. So, number one, today, write your goals. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to accomplish, wherever you want your life to be at the end of this year, write it down. Number two, make a plan. Let me digress for a moment. If there's 2 chapters you need to read right now in this book that can transform you. The beauty of the 12 universal laws of success is you don't have to read each chapter in succession. What you can do is read what you need. So chapter 3, the law of vision, read that to help you set your goals. Then chapter 7, the law of action, read that to help you make your plans. All right? So, goals, plans. Third key, take action. Now this is where the rubber hits the road. The idea of just do it means take action no matter what. There's always something you can do right now to move you closer to your goals. So you see how it works? If you don't have any goals, then you have nowhere to move. So having your goals, having a plan, there's always something you can do right now to move you closer to your goals, to help you use these last 60 days to transform your life. I was thinking this morning, I think I'm going to set up a Facebook group. So all of us who are committed to making these serious, profound transformations over the next 60 days can come together and mastermind and network. Right now, tentatively, I'm going to call it the Just Do It group. I don't know if that name's available. But we're going to set up a group because when you're running, you're stronger running in a pack. Often we see that as a negative, but you can run in a positive pack. Can you imagine running with a group with Bill Gates? Okay. All of the great millionaires, the great successes of our times. If you want to run with a pack, run with that pack. Quentin is an investment broker. Yeah. He spent a lot of time in the stock market industry. And one of the things when they say a bull market, that means everybody's running with the pack. Everything is going good. People are making money. So if you're going to run with a pack, but run with a pack who's going where you want to go. Even better, run with a pack who's going where you want, who've already been where you want to go. I'm going to run that by you again, because that's critical. Run with a pack who's already been where you want to go. Okay. So now once you make that commitment to run with it, there's a mindset you have to overcome. What keeps people from taking action? What keeps people from doing the things they know they need to do to transform their lives into what they want their lives to be? Number one, fear. And fear is false evidence appearing real. Reference here is the chapter 2, the universal law of change. The law of change says, be not conformed to this world. Whatever your condition is right now, this day, don't let that condition hold you stuck over these next 60 days. Be you transformed by the renewing of your mind. Take a new thought. So what are the things that can keep you from changing, that keep you from doing what you need to do? Number one, fear of change. You know, many times we say we want to change, but deep in our hearts we really don't. Sometimes it's like being in a relationship. You know, when you're in a relationship with somebody who does not treat you right, does not treat you well, who really is not the person you really want to be with, but you don't want to be alone. So, the fear of change now is if I change that relationship, I may be alone. So overcome that fear of change by knowing that there's always something better for you. A part of the process, the success process, is that when you undertake a journey, you can't take everybody with you. So that may mean that you're going to be lonely for a little while. Okay. It's better to be lonely now and have the right people around you 60 days from now than to try to bring the wrong crowd on the journey, because they will undermine your progress. So overcome that fear of change by having a total, complete thought and conviction that the best is truly yet to come. Ask yourself, what good things are waiting for me? What profitable endeavors are waiting for me? What things are waiting for me that will make me happy, that will bring joy into my life? You see, the spiritual principle, seek and you shall find, operates. Absolutely. So if you look for the cup being half full, it gives you an entirely different experience than when you look for the cup being half empty. So don't fear change itself. Know in your heart that any change that's coming to you is going to be for your good. It's going to be to enlighten you. It's going to be to uplift you. Number two, don't let criticism stop you. You see, the moment you make that decision today, you say, look, these next 60 days, I'm going to be wide open, flat out, pedal to the metal. The moment you make that decision, there's going to be a chorus of people saying, you can't do it. Hey, Kenya, welcome. Thank you. My favorite personal trainer. When people make a decision working with Kenya to say, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, I'm going to lose 100 pounds, I guarantee you that many of their people, those friends around you, are saying you can't do it. You tried to lose weight before and it didn't work. Diets don't work. Exercise doesn't work. Well, Kenya Crooks can prove it to you. Hey, if you get in there and you do the do, if you just do it, those pounds will fly off like buzzards in the wind. So don't worry about criticism. If people are not criticizing, you're probably not doing anything important. Remember this, that criticism will undermine your initiative. That when you fear criticism, what you're really saying is you need the approval of other people. And you don't need that. You don't need permission to be happy. You don't need permission to be wealthy. You don't need permission to do any of the things that you dream of doing. If you traveled over the entire planet, I'll tell you this. Papa said, true, don't believe them. Absolutely. When they tell you you can't fly, you know the ones who tell you you can't fly are the ones who don't believe they can. Can you imagine how many people told the Wright brothers, nah, man, if God meant people to fly, they would have wings. Every important breakthrough in every area, in science, in mathematics, in politics, every important breakthrough comes right after people who said it couldn't be done are proved wrong. In all of my travels, I have never seen a statue erected to a critic. I've never seen a poem written for a critic. Okay? So don't let criticism undermine you. Just do it. You see, persistence overrides obstruction. Look at the Grand Canyon. Here you see a hole a mile deep in the rock. 4 million years ago, someone probably said, oh, water can't cut rock. Rock is hard. But over 1 million years, that water's cut through that rock to create a chasm, a mile deep. So with criticism, when people tell you you can't do it, let it roll off your back. In your mind, say, that's not for me. Don't even entertain it. That's not for me. Focus on the good. Focus on the flowers. Third thing that keeps you from doing it, that will be your roadblock to making this year your year for outcredible. That's interesting. For incredible success is the fear of failure. And these things all work together. Often the people who criticize you remind you of your past failures. Okay? Often that mindset of being afraid to change is centered on your past failures. I don't like being alone, so I'll accept somebody who doesn't treat me right. I don't like ridicule. I don't like being, looked at and say, that's the guy who failed. Okay? So I'm not going to try. The one way to truly never fail is to never try. And so look at failure. Anything you have failed at in the past, reframe it and say, what was the lesson that I was to get out of that failure? In real time, anything that does not work, rather than say, woe is me, I failed, they told me I couldn't fly. You say, what's the lesson to learn from this experience? What information should I now understand? What emotions should I now be on top of? What thoughts do I need to manage better? You see, failure is a dress rehearsal for success. If you're not failing at something, you're probably not doing anything. So over these next 60 days, be committed to fail over and over, but to get better. So that each failure takes you to another and a higher realization of your possibilities for success. Just do it. So, to wrap this up, think about this. If you fear change, be realistic with yourself and say, whatever I'm doing right now sucks, and I want something to do it. Just do it. If you fear criticism, people telling you what you can't do, what you can't be, what you don't have, say, that's not for me. Let it roll off your back like water off a duck's back. Just do it. If you fear failure, if you've had failure after failure in your life, look at each failure as a dress rehearsal for success. Recast it as, what was the lesson I'm supposed to learn from this failure? From this, don't even call it failure, from this learning experience. I like to think of a story of how people can be telling you one thing and your heart is telling you something else. There's a story of the frog. There was and those of us who were raised in the country, there was a big barrel of cream. And there were a group of frogs around, dancing around the top of the barrel, and one of them fell into the barrel of cream. And he was trying to get out, and the sides were slippery, and the more he tried to get out, the more he slid back in. Meanwhile, the frogs up top, looking at him down there in the cream, are hollering, they're saying, you're gonna drown. Meanwhile, the frog down there, he keeps stroking and stroking. He's swimming, he's kicking, he's swimming. And they're hollering, you're going to drown, you're going to drown. Stop struggling, you're going to drown. You can't get out of there. Well, that frog in the cream kept going and going and going. And just as the frog was about to drown, his efforts had been so profound that the cream was converted into butter. And he didn't drown. He was able to walk on the butter and get out. So we said, well, what happened there? Well, the frog in the cream had a hearing impediment. He couldn't hear the criticism of the frogs up on the barrel. So all he does, he sees them jumping up and down. In his mind, he thinks they're cheering him on. And because he thought they were cheering him on, they gave him inspiration, and he kept stroking. He kept doing it. So if you're surrounded by frogs hollering negativity at you, close your ears and only hear the message of your dreams. Only hear the beat of your goals. only hear the sound of your victory. You can be what you want to be. Over these next 90 days, you can do whatever you want to do. But 60 days, let me get back in mind, 60 days over these next 2 months, you can be what you want to be. Do what you want to do and have whatever you desire. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. So it is. Just do it. Just do it. Go to our website, herbertharris.info, www.herbertharris.info. Get some of the free gifts there. Click on our home study course. Commit to take that course and work with it at your pace, at your time, to transform yourself, to give you the tools to close out this year strong and make next year your year for outrageous success. We have a special on the home study course, $47. Okay, folks, $47 to transform your life. It's worth $4,700. It's worth $47,000 because if you use it, if you take the principles in that home study course and use them, there's nothing you cannot accomplish if you just do it. And so it is. Always remember, the best is yet to come. Thank you so much. I appreciate your comments, your words. Share this broadcast with at least 3 other people. And whatever you do, just do it. Keep moving and grooving. Keep growing and flying so that you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Let's sing it on out with a little music. Take your life into your hands. Make it work out your way. It's not the number of times you stumble down and fall upon the ground. It's the number of times you pick yourself up and keep on moving on to meet your goals. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done.